Alright.
You finally come too.
What happened to me anyway?
You were buried in the soil. We had quite the time digging you out.
So,
Yes, especially since we were somewhat injured ourselves.
What happened to Kagome?
so cute that Shippo's over there like rubbing his
must have
eyes.
been kidnapped by that bull demon while we were still buried.
She's kidnapped?
Yes, Inuyasha has gone on ahead to try to see if he can find her.
Well, my friends, we really should be on our way.
Yes, let's hurry.
Damn! The bull scent was so strong. Where'd it go? I don't smell Kagome either. All that's left is...
The demons over there. These demons are ugh.
Who the hell are you?
Ugh.
So you must die.
Die.
It's just hilarious how these fodder demons just call Inuyasha half demon, but they're fodder. Like I'm humans, freaking humans could slaughter these demons. Humans. So like I'm the way I see it is like these demons really don't have a place. Throwing shade at Inuyasha for being a half demon because he's a fuck ton stronger than they are. Like even if Inuyasha was like at episode 1, he would still likely body these demons very, very, very easily. I don't see why these demons brag so much. Like it's just, what are you thinking? Oh, it heals up. It healed up.
I warn you, we possess sacred jewels.
Well, I did underestimate
Well, then
them.
I'll just destroy you along with your fake jewels.
And he'll likely do that pretty easily still. Even if it takes him, 10 seconds as opposed to 1. So he's going to use Kagome to make more jewels, I assume.
Where am I? We battled that bull demon and... Wait a minute. Where is everyone?
Simply delectable. They look so
That stupid frog man. Like, I never thought I was going to see him again. I really did. I really never thought I was going to see his face again, but... Here he is. I mean, I don't take him seriously. It's his voice. I mean, I'm sure he's a threat. Like, his voice is just... Oh, what were they thinking? Like...
Delicious.
It's one of those frog demons from before. It's that boy.
Nah.
Who's that? Izumo.
Ah, Kagome. Are you by yourself?
Yeah. I'm so glad you're okay.
The demons have demanded my assistance. They want to use my knowledge to create a real sacred jewel for themselves, and not merely a replica.
But is that possible?
It would appear that the demons have also been studying up on the sacred jewel.
Hey, wait! The sacred jewel shards! Good. They're still safe. Although...
You are probably thinking that there is no escape from here. Both their workplace and their residence are just up ahead. Make sure you get some rest.
Wait! The villagers have been captured by the toad demon.
He
We have
knows.
to rescue them before he eats their souls.
We have no weapons to defend ourselves.
You're
Exactly.
right. We have to find something. The toad demon is afraid of
I
fire.
really love how this guy just nonchalantly just told her how to escape. Like, this dude is a G. There was he's straight to the point. This is why I actually really like this dude. He's not fretting. He's not like, oh my gosh, all these people are gonna die. Oh, boo-hoo, woo-hoo. This dude is just, he's like, he's a good dude. You know, he's telling her how to escape, but he's getting straight to the cold facts. You know, he's not crying over spilt milk, the situation that he's already in that he can't help. He's not crying over spilt milk, but he's doing what he can do, and he seems to be mentally stable with that in mind, and I respect that. Shippo can't ever do squat, man, but Shippo is just a cute
There's
comic
so many
relief.
of them.
Go after them, or you won't get your reward.
Well, that didn't work to slow them down. Well, he's getting tired. They're overpowering with numbers.
Those who distinguish themselves will be rewarded with a real sacred jewel.
Is he lying? I mean, would they even be able to tell the difference, though? I don't think they
I
would.
was told to live in this house.
Are you going to obey those demons?
If that is the only way for me to stay alive, then it is my only choice.
I'm sure Inuyasha will come to rescue us anytime.
See, again, I know people are gonna like look at me and they're gonna be like, "What? He's not a G. He doesn't respect his own life. Like he's basically saying, or I shouldn't say he doesn't respect his life. Rather, people might say, oh, he's afraid of death and what of this. Not like I know, you know. But the thing about him that I do respect about him is that he's not traumatized by it. he's dealing with the issue, and I do respect that with a stable mind mentally.
Have you no interest at all in the sacred jewel,
With the
Kagome?
stable mind mentally is pretty redundant.
Interested in what way?
You must have at least one wish that you want the sacred jewel to grant.
What would that wish be?
Yeah,
I know we're gonna
guess.
find out by the end
I
of the
want to
series.
retrieve the shards that Naraku has in his possession. I have to do that on my own, though.
We should check inside the mansion. Would you help me?
You bet. Maybe we could even build a fire.
Imagine you ask for another jewel shard and you just make another wish. You basically get like 2 wishes.
Damn,
Or
there's no
we
end
keep
to
on going
this.
down the line. Not a jewel shard, but a jewel ball, whatever you want to call it. You got more mob psycho looking demons coming after them.
I think they've gone.
But we can't stay hiding here like this forever.
I'm worried about Kagome.
So am I, Shippo. But we have to rest a little while or we'll all collapse.
Okay, come on. Now that's cute. Like he basically had his hand on Shippo's head. Come on, that is top-notch adorableness. So that monkey ape thing just saw them through that little opening. You guys know that meme? Get in touch with monkey. Something like that. It's some sort of meme I'm thinking of, but I can't really think about it. Monke, monkey, the way that they spell it. I'm thinking of that.
Let's go. Songo.
Okay. Isn't there anything useful around here? What kind of demon's mansion is this?
Oof, wrong room.
Izumo?
The sacred jewel was born
Oh, no,
from the
never
immense
mind.
spiritual powers of a priestess
I thought it was the
named
other one.
Midoriko.
Yes. I've heard that before.
It was created during a battle between Midoriko and the demons. Midoriko tried to destroy the demons, and they in turn tried to destroy her. The souls of the two sides were captured and became one.
Yes.
I gotta rewind that to hear that because that kind of went in one ear and that kind of came off the other. So I need to rewind that because like my brain just shut off.
Izumo?
The sacred jewel was born from the immense spiritual powers of a priestess named Midoriko.
Yes, I've heard that before.
It was created during a battle between Midoriko and the demons. Midoriko tried to destroy the demons, and they in turn tried to destroy her. The souls of the two sides were captured and became one.
Yes?
The pure
And that kind of relates to what he was talking about before with that. I don't listen. I don't remember what he said exactly, but when he was explaining the kind of mathematics of this plus this, adding in the good nature and bad nature and all of this, you know, and the whole melting pot formula, you know, when you mix them all together, it creates the jewel shard. So this is what he was referring to.
soul of the priestess Midoriko and the evil souls of the demons are intermingled in the sacred jewel. The imitation sacred jewels also have both human and demon souls sealed within them. However, that alone is not enough. Aramitama, Nigimitama, Kushimitama, Sakimitama. Courage, friendship, knowledge, and love are necessary in order for the sacred jewel to attain true power.
Izumo?
What's the matter, Kagome? The birds have all gone.
'Cause it's getting dark?
The birds have no fear of the dark. It's
I don't know, man. I don't know if people do that in real life. I don't think so. Maybe it's just a horror movie thing. But I find it really dumb when people encounter situations where there's a dead body or something, right? And you're all alone. If there's other people who are good or who can help you, I feel like it's you know, if they're not looking at you, that is. If they're not looking at you and you want to get their attention, a scream it's reasonable. But like in situations where you're all alone potentially, because she thought she was all alone for a bit. In situations where you think you're all alone and you feel like you just don't have anybody to really back you up, and you're maybe not even physically capable of fighting at the moment, I feel like it's one of the most stupid moves in horror movies when the female, because it's usually the females in the horror movies, sometimes it's the guys too, but mostly it's the females in the horror movies, but that's a matter of writing. It's not a matter of, oh, men are just better in real life. No, it's kind of movie scenarios, I'm pretty sure. But that whole scream out loud thing is just very dumb to me. Like, why would you alert the enemy that you're there? Why would you tell them of your location? Like, if I see the dead body, like, I don't care who it is, man. If I see the dead body and there's nobody around me, and I know this person probably didn't die due to natural causes, I'm gonna be like, you know, I might throw a punch behind me just in case there's something waiting for me. Boop. But I mean, you know, I'm definitely not screaming out loud though. If I know there's nobody by me, if I'm in the middle of nowhere, like I'm just gonna boop, make sure there's nobody behind me, turn around, make sure I'm ready for anything that's gonna pop out in front of me or from behind me. Once I turn around, and I am officially GTFOing. Okay. I am getting the fuck out there. Straight up, man.
Me, I am the one who fears it. And in turn, those birds fear me.
Listen, Izumo?
Izumo was the name given to my deceased father. He was a scholar, excelling in poetry.
Is that
The
him?
flowers and birds were his passion. Izumo was my father.
Mm.
You mean
Yeah, that was his father. And he's looked to potentially end it the same way.
you mean
The name my mother gave me is Guo. That is how I appear during the day.
And this is how I look at night.
you're half demon?
Very clever of you, Kakome. By day I am thus, a man like my father was. But at night I am a demon like my mother. I will create a real sacred jewel to free myself from this half-demon fate.
So you were the one behind all this. You've been deceiving us all along.
I traveled to many countries to learn about the sacred jewel, and that's how I found out about you.
Well, man. Well, shit. Damn. Okay. Well, fuck. Well, that just. I know I didn't react at the moment because I was just kind of like it. The numbers in my head were kind of like, boop, 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 boop. You know, they like just running through my head, and I'm like, really? Usually, I mean, see, me when I react, right? When I watch a lot, and not just to react, when I watch anime in general, I'm someone who like I tend to look at details, and I tend to look at things really on a molecular level. But here's the problem. At least I'm talking like plot wise. I don't remember things. That's my main weakness when it comes to feel like to my reactions and when it comes to me watching the episodes. I just don't remember things. I watch them in the meantime, and sometimes I speculate them in my head. I don't always verbalize them, but I speculate them sometimes. But out of fear of not trying to seem stupid, I kind of hold it to myself, trying to get better with that. But again, I just don't remember things and whatnot. But I mean, this was a plot. I mean, usually I'm able to tell when certain plot twists to very in-your-face animes are like I can usually tell a plot twist. Animes that are exceptions to that would be like, let's say, Monster, you know, like more complex animes that aren't anywhere like anything like Inuyasha, like animes that are like really complex, the plot twist they can't guess. But this is an anime that, like, these types of animes, I tend to guess the plot twist fairly accurately. Unless the plot is just completely unpredictable. Why? Because it sucks. But this isn't like that. But Inuyasha is predictable though. Typically with its plot twist, I feel like a lot of, not all the time, but some of the time. But this is a plot twist like I just didn't see coming. This kind of hit me like a bus because I was over here, you know, not fanboying, but I was kind of like, you know, I'm not even close to fanboying, but I was really liking this guy's character, and then he just throws me a curveball like this. Okay, I mean, I don't mind if he's a half demon, but I mean, he's behind the whole thing. I mean, you know, and Kagome's the one backing up. And Kagome's a good judge of character. You know, she's not afraid of him because of his looks. She's afraid of him because she doesn't know his intentions. Or rather, she is aware of his intentions, which are negative. So, I mean, yeah. Well, he kind of made me... I guess my comments just didn't really age well.
With your souls, I can create a sacred jewel.
What do you mean by our souls.
Well, I should have known. I should have known. I mean, it was kind of a foreshadowing. Not foreshadowing, but it was kind of letting us know that he was going to be this guy. But the way he was very nonchalant, you know, the way he was very nonchalant about what was going down, the way he was left all right, you know, unscathed. Yeah, the father's body. There were signs, I feel, but they weren't really plentiful. That's definitely an oof on my end.
Priestess, your spirit and the jewel shards will form the foundation of the new sacred jewel. However, that's not enough. Sacred jewels require souls, hence I must collect more spirits.
However, that started off. These balls just dropped way too damn low.
Will come from that half-demon. The spirit of knowledge will come from the monk.
Hold on, I want to see the spirit what he mentioned about Inuyasha, because I kind of paused it.
That's not enough. Sacred jewels require souls, hence I must collect more spirits. The spirit of courage will come from that half-demon.
I really like how they're giving the pause frames with the art.
The spirit of knowledge will come from the monk. The spirit of love will come from the slayer.
Spirit of love? Okay, interesting. Not the kid, not Chippo.
The spirit of friendship will come from the little fox demon.
Oh, come on, yo.
It will become the divine good, and I shall create the sacred jewel.
I won't let you do it. You can't treat us like materials to make your...
I don't know. I was a little cautious there, because, you know, he's right by you. I mean, he could just turn around and bitch slap you, Kugo. Like, come on. Yeah, I mean, of course she's innocent. She doesn't know. I mean, she knows the danger she's in, but yeah, I don't know. I'd be a lot more careful around this guy.
Jewel with...
Yes, priestess. Fight, resist, and make your soul grow even stronger. Only vultures will come near this abominable body. Birds take flight at the sight of me. Flowers wilt from my breath. I'm sick of it. With the power of the sacred jewel, I will possess everything that is beautiful in this world.
What exactly are you after?
Once I have the sacred jewel, I will become fully human. Then I will abandon this soul.
Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know whether to feel sorry for him or to feel... I mean, he's a prick. He's definitely a selfish prick, without a doubt, but... My eye's itchy, man. This is why I keep blinking like that. It's not as though I have a tick, but, yeah, I don't know whether to feel bad for him or not. It's just, I'm very conflicted on him, but I don't like him now, but I mean... I was seeing whether there's going to be a part 3 or not. That brass instrument just gives like a quick doo-doop, doo-doop. It just did it, doo-doop. It looks like a toy if it goes.
Kagome!
Kagome, you're okay?
Mmm.
No, get back! Stay away! We're here to rescue you!
No.
Morocco! He's trapped! Shippo, run for it! Shippo, no!
Okay, I know they're gonna be alive, so I felt the threat of the situation because I was kind of immersed into the episode. I was pretty immersed, but reality kind of hit me here, and it's like it's the main characters, and we got a lot of the series left to go, so I know they're gonna be safe. Reality kind of hit me in that split second. But I find it also a little bit funny how like they just hit the bubble and like immediately, immediately once they hit that bubble. I mean, Moroku had a pause reaction, but only Moroku. Now that is badass. Woo! Deal with him. Well, Kilala should be able to handle that, though, right? Kilala's strong.
So this is where the demons have been hiding.
Inuyasha, there's more of them behind
Kilala's
you.
down for the count. How? Kilala's stronger. Come on! I know Kilala is stronger than that. Why would they do that? Again, guys, I really do love this show a lot, but the power scaling. The power scaling is just so abysmal. Come on, Kilala is stronger than that. Kilala barely got hit. I mean, I'm sure it was a strong hit, but I mean, still, Kilala's. Come on, Kilala has dealt with worse than that in the past. Come on now. Come on. Kilala was down for the count, and still is. Like, literally, I mean, I'm sure that Kagome has more potential than Kilala. But I mean, what is that shit on my screen? I had something on my screen, I was like, what the fuck was that? But, I know Kagome has more talent and more potential than Kilala, but I think as of the moment, I would not be wrong to think that, or I wouldn't be wrong logically speaking, even if I am wrong plot wise, in terms of the story itself. I don't think I would be wrong logically speaking to think that Kilala is more of a competent fighter within the group. I don't think that would be wrong to assume that Kilala is the better combatant. Maybe doesn't have as much firepower in terms of, specific strikes, but is able to kind of, dash around, strike a lot better than Kagome, can dodge a lot, can dodge attacks more efficiently, can take hits more efficiently, has a lot more durability, in other words. I would just think Kilala would be able to fare a lot better in a fight, considering that Kilala has loads of more experience than Kagome on top of everything. I mean, yeah, Kilala was down for the count for no reason, man. That I don't know. They kind of wanted to give the show to Inuyasha.
Who's gonna take me on next?
Which is why they probably nerfed Kilala a bit. Woo!
Don't just stand there. Break down his defenses.
What you? What about Orochidayu?
Orochidayu is dead. Now you must obey me. Not on your life, half-demon.
Half-demon?
You're just a half-demon, yet you dare order us around? Now that Orochidayu is gone, I refuse to be your... Take his soul and preserve it at once.
Ooh.
Hurry it up.
Damn, Bull, so you're behind all of this.
Man.
Not that it makes any difference. Now why don't you come for me?
Bring him to his knees and receive a secret jewel.
He's gonna annihilate all of them. Like, come on. The music is a little unnecessary. Oh!
Please let everyone go.
No, I need their souls to carry out my plans, and yours as well.
Tell me, which soul do you have now? Izumo's? Or is it Gyuo's?
My own soul is now in a state of utter confusion. That's why with the sacred jewel, I will obtain a human soul.
Listen to me, Gyuo. If you're going to kill us in the process, you are never gonna become human.
Why not?
It's obvious. The jewel will be tarnished by your greed.
Silence.
What the fuck do you mean silence? She was giving you facts. I hate that. I hate that. Oh, when people can't handle facts and they get offended, and they're like, I don't want to fucking hear the truth. Oh, like, oh, fucking chill out. Oh, I mean, I know I can't tell him to chill out. Of course, there wouldn't be an episode if that was the case. But I mean, she gave you the reason. I mean, shouldn't you logically put two and two together and think about that? I mean, even if you didn't know about it before. I mean, because I didn't think of that. But even if you didn't think of that, considering what you said, you should at least put it into the back of your head and consider it. I mean, if you're willing to kill people to prevent yourself from being a demon forever, then you should think twice about killing the people to get this jewel shard and actually ending up eliminating your dreams of becoming a human and staying a demon forever anyway. You should consider what she just said, because the only difference between staying a demon forever and letting them live and staying a demon and letting them live and killing all of them to be a demon forever is just that, one, you have to go through all this effort and mentally scar yourself just to fail and feel as though everything is worthless and hopeless. That's the only difference. I mean, this dude does not think things through. He may be a philosopher, but he's a shitty one if he really thinks that he's making a mature decision here. I mean, she just gave him something to really think about.
Izumo, please! You've gotta stop this! Even when you're Gyuo on the outside, your soul still belongs to Izumo!
That voice acting is going hard. Her voice acting is really going hard, I feel like.
Inuyasha!
Enough already.
Inuyasha, your courage is necessary. I need it in order to succeed. And in order to get you,
Plot.
I will do anything.
I was gonna say plot power relevance, but ooh, he's gonna buff already? He was already OP enough. Damn.
I will create an authentic sacred jewel.
You are one stubborn bastard.
Nothing.
Hang on, Moroku!
It's actually solid. I thought it would have been kind of like spiritual and have like some sort of force field of energy.
Test your half-demon existence.
Half demon, I've heard it now. I'm me. I'm strong. Who cares what I look like?
What, you wretch?
Who you calling rich? Wait.
Woo!
I need the jewel.
dropped it. Fuck. Grabbed him by the head too. Nice.
The sun is rising. Not yet. It's too early. Hear me, son. I will change my destiny. Rejected by humans. Even demons wouldn't accept me. All because I was born a half-demon.
Inuyasha's lived the same life. He's gonna have to.
Couldn't you handle it?
He's gonna have to talk to him. I feel like
Complaining.
through his own experience.
And make something of yourself.
I think he's losing strength as a demon. That's why Inuyasha's overpowering. I mean, Inuyasha's hitting with reality. Why are they putting on this music though? Shit! I poked myself.
No, son. Not yet. Please just grant me a few more moments.
Please, son. What just happened?
The imitation sacred jewel.
I regret it. It's him.
Izumo was a half-demon. He was Gyuo at night.
Okay. This is again another thing I talked about. OST placements. The OST were the threat was already being handled. They didn't need a dum dum doom. They didn't really need the sinister OST at the time. But yeah, I was saying I could have told that he was either going to meet a very sad end or he was going to live, because the way Kagome was treating him, she was treating him not like most other demons, most other heartless demons. Yeah, but that's why I was saying before, I didn't know whether to feel sorry for him or, I mean, because he's the complete opposite of what most demons would go for, most half demons would go for, where they want to be a full demon, he wants to be a human. He wants to blend with you, he's jealous, he's envious of the human lifestyle. There's something very philosophical about that I really like. That's why this episode's pretty awesome for that.
And a human during the day. The demonic aura in the imitation sacred jewel was too toxic for humans.
Kagome, am I going to die as a human?
Imagine the little kid just came up to him and pulled on his tail.
Izumo.
I just don't know whether to feel bad or... I don't know. Because, yeah, he was kind of a dick, but I understood where he was coming from. But I also was like, grow up. It was all of them at the same time. Yeah.
Hey, thank you! Thank you all!
Okay, he's got to be dealt with, because clearly the villagers are there. I wasn't sure if he died there or if he's alive, but I think he's dead, because they wouldn't. I highly doubt that they would have the guts to kill him. I don't think the crew is like that. I don't think the crew would just kill him like that. Two is, I don't think they would just let him live and then free the people without having a conversation with him and making a deal, but knowing his previous actions, he could break their deal at any point in time. They're leaving the village right now, so I assume that he's dealt with. He's dead. Aw,
Hey, what's the matter, Kagome?
I can relate.
Be right there.
I wonder what instead of being one bird, there's two birds. So I'm curious as to what that represents, two birds. It kind of sucks that he died, but I mean, what can you say? He wanted to die human, but he died half human, half demon, I think. Right? I think so.
I regret it. It's him.
He was you, Orin.
Am I going to die as a human?
And yeah, he died as a half human, half demon.
Izumo.
Okay, I get it now. I got it. So he did die. It's kind of. Well, I mean, you live by the sword, you die by the sword, as they say. So I mean, I. He kind of, you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me a bit of that other guy, the guy with the nameless face. Was it Onigumo? Yeah, it was Onigumo. Onigumo is who he reminds me of. I feel like they're very similar in many different ways, except Onigumo was a human to begin with. And then, of course, the demons ate him and he became Naraku. And I feel like there's some sort of relevance that he has to Naraku. Maybe not in terms of plot, but in terms of writing and in terms of this series philosophy that they're trying to educate and not educate but share with us. Now it's just interesting to see how, again, Kagome is just a very good judge of character. She's able to really tell who she's messing with, what their personality is like. She knows when to be cautious, when not to be cautious, things of that nature. She's just a very good judge of character that I've realized. That could be partially due to Kikyo as well, because Kikyo was a priestess, of course. I'm sure it's not a matter of just sensing. I'm saying like Kagome cannot just sense things, but she can also just tell psychologically. You know, I feel like whether you're a really good person or maybe not so great or in between. Now, with the group, I don't know. Something I wish is that I wish the group had like some sort of development physically, because I feel like they're always a liability at this point to Inuyasha. I knew that they were gonna get stomped, but I kind of was hoping that they would have put more of a fight, but they kind of did. But they were also caught, because I said cat at first. They were caught off guard by that frog demon. Frog demon should be eliminated by now. I think he's gone, because yeah, he caught that gets a good Tensho to the face pretty damn hard. So I'm sure he's dead. But yeah, I knew that they weren't going to also extend the whole new Jewel Shards 2.0 thing. I knew they were going to end up having that become a thing within OBS, within I was going to say something else, within Inuyasha, because the thing about it is the characters already have too much on their plates. There's no way they would introduce extra problems for these characters to deal with. It just wouldn't be smart, and it would just add just too much for the writer to kind of keep track of everything all at once. So I had an idea that this wasn't going to be a reoccurring thing. But regardless of what, it was still a very interesting episode. It had a bit of a bittersweet, but it wasn't really bittersweet. It's more so happy, because everyone did kind of survive, all the good people. He was the only one I'd say more neutral, but he's closer to being evil one that actually was a casualty, but that's about it. Whether you want to consider him as a casualty or not. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I guess that ends the reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed everything. Make sure you take it easy, stay awesome, and peace out. Bang.